This is Ben Givan of GG Media. Joining me at this time, one of the finest to come out of Cork in the last few years. It is Raven Creed, the OTT Women's Champion as well.
What's cracking?
What's cracking indeed. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you've had a great year so far.
I have, yeah. It's kind of been mental.
Very recently, OTT Women's Champion. How does it feel to get that honor?
Mental. Yeah, it was. I watched back the match a few times, but it's the ending of the match that I just keep watching back. I couldn't care less about what happened in the wrestling match at all.
The part where you get the belt.
Yeah,
so whenever it gets hand over in GIF form,
hand over GIF form, and people cheering my name. Yeah, I've just been watching that kind of back and forth, every now and again. It's kind of still a weird thing. I keep almost forgetting to bring the belts to the show because it's kind of a weird thing to think
you are the champion. Yeah,
it's mental.
Yeah, that's insane. So you've come out of Cork, which has its own territory of wrestling. You've Phoenix Wrestling, brand new this year. You've been one of the mainstays of it. How has it been so far?
It's been doing good. I think that we did 7 main shows in about 6 months, which for a new company it's a lot. And all the shows, to be fair, have been very good. We're mainly using Irish talent at the moment, which is it's fantastic because instead of just having a bunch of imports or whatever like that, it's great to have all the Irish guys against each other. You have a bunch of Irish dream matches then that kind of happen. It's one of my favorite places to work. It's just it's very positive environment.
Very positive environment. No shade thrown to anywhere else in Cork.
That was accidental.
we already covered this with Justin.
Over.
So you've been in OTT now as of the last year.
Yeah,
you've been putting on quite a few clinics. Who's your favorite person to wrestle right now?
Oh God. That's asking me who my favorite child is, to be honest, which is
so that there is an answer, but you don't want to say it. That's how that question works.
Oh God. No, actually, genuinely, I really like wrestling all the Irish girls. I just had a match there with Valkyrie today. Great laugh. Always fun wrestling her because since there's not a lot of Irish girls, there's only 7 or 8 of us. We've all wrestled each other in every single way possible, so we all know each other's stuff backwards. So we can call the entire match to each other easily enough. So I do wrestle. I love wrestling people from other places too. I wrestled Jordan Grace recently, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's a huge name right now.
She is, yeah. No pressure, Raven.
No pressure. But yeah, that's a lot of great talent. But yeah, it's not just the women you wrestled in the past. Just this year, I think July 8th, the post Trinity Brawl show. Yeah. It's up there online. I don't think it's on our channel. It's somewhere out there. If you look it up, you had a match with John Bernard.
Oh God!
Which
this match.
I really want to bring it up because it was we recorded 20 matches that day. It was a full day of just you guys in front of a crowd of other wrestlers. Yeah. Just putting out matches to be recorded and shipped off to promoters or something as demo reels. Yeah. And you had a match with John Bernard that was standout, stole the entire day and 5-star
matches.
Amazing.
Kenny Omega who?
Kenny who? Because as soon as it was done, Mark, who's right behind the camera,
hi Mark,
the brains behind GG Media,
Mark.
Came up to me and was immediately that needs to go out somewhere. Because it was too good, and it's a shame that it was done in front of a crowd of just wrestlers instead of a live show. Because I really want to know the mindset behind that match because it's an amazing intergender comedy match that everyone needs to check out.
So if you haven't checked it out, genuinely, it's a match that I will plug for ever. If Triple H is ever why should I book you? Here's my match. That's what I'm doing. It's me and a guy called Professor John Bernard who trains in Fight Factory. I think it was only his third or fourth match or something.
Yeah, it's very early on for him.
And basically for the entire match, I'm going to spoil this, but you don't care. For the entire match, I just kick him in the balls over and over and over and over again, and it gets to the point where it gets completely ridiculous, and my heat just involves me somehow doing a pop-up ball kick, and it's amazing. And then in the end, he's a scientist. This is a very important fact that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, he's a mad scientist, alternate dimension stuff.
Alternate dimension. Great. There's a backstory book coming very soon. So he gave me a potion in the very end, and then he kicked me in the balls, and then so basically the potion made me grow balls.
Yeah, great payoff.
Yeah, it was great payoff. Genuinely one of the funniest matches I've ever had. We were planning it, and I was like, I wasn't really planning on having a match that day. Like, I was kind of coming down because like I had a show that day up in Belfast.
Yeah, actually, that's another thing to bring up, because I remember you in Flight Mode did a great bit of touring in the span of like 24 hours, because you went from Cork to Belfast.
Cork to Dublin for July 6th.
Yes. And then you went up to Belfast.
No, it was July 6th, then July 7th was an OTT show.
Yeah.
And then July 8th, we went up to Belfast for a PW show. And then we went back on July 8th for that show. And then we went back to Cork.
Back to Cork that night.
Yeah.
That was an insane weekend.
Oh, it was horrible.
This was also during a heat wave.
God, yeah.
In the country.
Just like, me being really sad for 3 days was basically
it was weekend. The one weekend where it was really, really warm in Ireland.
Yeah. And I was like, let's just go on a bus for like 25 hours that weekend. Like.
But yeah, you guys were talking over the match.
Yeah, we were talking over the match, so I wasn't even planning on having it. And then we were just like, yeah, why not? You want a match? Let's just have an old mess around. And then I was like, oh yeah, so for the cutoff, I'll just like kick you in the balls, nice and easy cutoff. And then, oh yeah, and then I'll do it later. And then we'll do it again at the end of the match. And then we'll just keep going. And then I'm just gonna keep on kicking you in the balls until you have none left. And then you're gonna kick me in the balls. Yeah.
And that was the entire calling of the match.
Jordan Devlin just walked in and heard me call that match, and now I'm horribly embarrassed. Just want to say.
Jordan loves Gimmick shit.
I will link it to you.
Right, Jordan Devlin, immediate fan. Jordan needs to check that out.
Just gonna send it to him now on Facebook. Hey, can you critique this match, mate?
Jordan really loves gimmick matches. One of the FFPW trainees, CBL.
Oh yeah, I know.
Who has that farmer culchy gimmick?
Yeah, and his farmer tan, so he like tans around like where his t-shirt would be.
Brilliant.
It's very funny.
Yeah, on a dark FFPW dark match beforehand, Jordan watched one of his matches and was immediately just like, whoa! That's the
best match. Love it.
Best character
new favorite wrestler
I've ever seen. And like he came up afterwards, and he didn't know if the tan was gimmicked or not, so he like came up to him and was just like, dude, if that's a gimmick, it's the best gimmick I have ever seen.
That's fucking amazing.
So I imagine Jordan's going to be a huge fan of you versus John
God,
Bernard.
I hope so.
But yeah, so you're the OTT Women's Champion.
Oh yeah, that. Sorry. I like how we talked about that for like 10 seconds, and then a match where I kick someone in the balls for about 25 minutes.
It's the draw. One of the biggest titles in Ireland. You know, it's pretty impressive. John Bernard's balls. It's the real draw here.
The next name of the next OTT show is John Bernard's balls.
Yeah, but you are currently one of the top champions in Ireland right now as the OTT Women's Champion. But any title, any promotion, any timeline. This is a question I throw out all the time.
Okay.
Which would you have? What's your dream run?
My dream run?
Yeah, with any belt.
Any belt. Well, obviously WWE.
The WWE title,
anyone who doesn't say that is a liar.
You are the first person to say the
You're
WWE title.
Me. But like, maybe not like
actually,
WWE.
I think TK Cooper at one point said the undisputed title.
Oh, feck off. Like, everyone wants to be WWE champion.
Like, he was the first one. I was surprised he was the first one of, like, all of the ones we've done so far to mention a world title. You're the second. Yeah. Everyone always says the Intercontinental title or something obscure that means something sentimental to them.
Let me wrestle The Undertaker at WrestleMania and beat him for the WWE Championship for no fucking reason. Like.
Yeah. 30-second squash.
Feck yeah.
No bumps.
Exactly. Listen,
it's all about the gif at the end where you win.
Listen, Taker, I ain't taking no chokeslam, like.
All right, Mark.
Oh, this is going to get around now, isn't it? This exact footage is going to get around, and The Undertaker is just going to be in, like, my bedroom tonight, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It means either you'll never work WWE ever, or the challenge is on.
Right,
like, he's
Callaway.
taking it up. You want to cut your Undertaker promo
Not
right
even
now?
A little bit.
But yeah, you've had vaguely similar characters in that you're on the dark side of wrestling.
A little bit, yeah. Like when I first like joined wrestling, there was someone I can't remember who it was that said like, oh yeah, whenever people start wrestling, they always want to be like, oh, I'm like the Undertaker mixed with Sting, and like you always find those fucking losers who are like they weigh like 40 pounds soaking wet with a rock in their pocket, and they're like, I'm the Undertaker, and like you can't do that really. So I wasn't the creepy thing at the start, but I still tell new people who come in, oh yeah, you know, you can't just like be the Undertaker, you can't just be a dark character. Now excuse me there while I do a promo with candles around me, like screaming into the camera with eyeliner down my face. Like,
yeah, and you keep up that character like on social media as well. Talk about that, like, because a lot of people really don't want to keep up their character when it comes to social media, but you stay antagonistic would be the word. All times. Talk about that.
Like, I just don't like it when you see, like, for a long time I was a heel, and I'm a face now in OTT and down in Phoenix. But I don't like it when you see, like, people who are, like, in a match and they're, like, giving shit to a crowd and be like, I hate you, you suck. And then on Twitter, someone's like, oh, you had a great match. You're like, oh, thanks, I really love my fans. And it's like, you kind of just ruin the entire show there.
You break the character because they're seeing the character on the show and then they're following the character and it's just the person is tweeting.
Exactly. And now I don't think that you need to be like 100% in character all the time. Like, I don't think I am 100% in character all the time because realistically, like, I wouldn't have Twitter. I'd be living in a cabin in the woods, like drinking sheep's blood or something like that.
It's amazing to think that you would do that and then tweet about it.
Take a selfie like with a dead sheep or something.
Oh my god. Well, another match I'm going to plug, one of yours, just because it's on our channel. We got to get those clicks up.
Subscribe.
Yeah, for PW, the Celtic Cup this year, you had a great match with Isla Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
In the cold of winter.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
Outdoors. You want to talk about that match?
Oh, I just want to talk about the cold from that fucking night. The match itself was deadly. I loved working with Isla Dawn. Match. WWE or NXT UK at the moment. She's doing fantastic. Great wrestler. But the cold.
The cold.
I was walking around in like a big leather jacket and like pants over like my tiny little skimpy shorts that I wrestle in, trying to call a match in the dead of winter, and then I had to walk out like with like my legs, my thighs out, like, and then like try and wrestle like stiff as hell, trying not to like shiver. But the match was grand, yeah.
Yeah, the match was great. Watch it on GG Media's YouTube channel. Anything you want to plug before we sign off?
Sure, while I'm here, why not plug an old social medias? At RavenCreed_ on the Twitter. At Emma _RavenCreed on the Instagram. I don't have Facebook because Facebook is dying a slow and painful death, and I usually only get weird messages off it. Yeah. So...
All up in the DMs. Yeah, that's all we got. All right, follow the Twitter for all those selfies of drinking sheep's blood.
Coming soon to a platform near you.
Raven Creed. I'm Ben Givan, representing GG Media, signing off. See you next time.